for His Excellency, the Governor of St. Maarten. And his wife, my apologies. So His Excellency Governor Bailey and Mistress Bailey. Thank you all. You may all have a seat. Thank you very, very much. I'll continue with the welcome. I acknowledge the presence of the Prime Minister of St. Maarten, the Honorable Dr. Luc Marcelina, members of Parliament, the Honorable Council of Ministers, and the recipients of the Sage Cultural Awards. We also acknowledge all department heads and all special invited guests, friends, and families. Welcome to the 3rd Annual Sage Cultural Award. Before we continue, I'd like to ask the presence of Dr. Erna May, Francis Cotton, to please come to the stage to lead us in prayer as we bless this special event tonight.
Let us stand, please. May we bow our heads as we have acknowledged the protocol established. Father, we come to you tonight, grateful to you for your grace and mercy toward us as a people here in this land called 𝒐𝒖𝒓, land of salt. We honor you, Lord, for the lives of our ancestors and cultural icons who have paved the way for us to be here today to celebrate our accomplishments as a people. Thank you for journeying with us and for equipping and empowering all our honorees past, present, and future with the gifts, talents, courage, vision, and willingness to share their gifts, skills, and talents with us as a nation. We celebrate and honor their perseverance, their diligence, talents, and their resilience to withstand the tremendous odds that they all may have faced on their journey. Father, we honor you most of all for your love, grace, and mercy, and for graciously endowing us all with gifts, talents, skills, and internal resources to share with each other. God, as you declared to the prophet Jeremiah, thank you for declaring over St. Maarten and its people, whom I knew you, and before you were born, I consecrated you. I appointed you a prophet to the nations. Yes, Lord, you declared St. Maarten 𝒐𝒖𝒓 to be the salt of the earth. You knew 𝒐𝒖𝒓 before she was formed. You appointed her to be the head and not the tail. You declared that she's above and not beneath. You consecrated this land 𝒐𝒖𝒓 to yourself so that it may shine as a beacon of light to the nations. And therefore today, in the name of Jesus, I declare 𝒐𝒖𝒓, St. Maarten, and its people are yours to be used for your glory and honor. I lose prosperity, unity, collaboration, and peace over this land. I plead the blood of Jesus over every hill and valley, over every household, institution, and over our governments north and south. Today I pay homage to the prayers of our ancestors who are cheering us on to victory and declaring that no more will we forget who we are, but from henceforth we embrace our heritage and acknowledge our sovereign Lord and King, the creator of the universe, who desires to transform our land so that everyone is respected and provided for. Thank you, Lord, for healing our land. Thank you, Lord, for hearing our prayers. blessing the organizers of this evening's Sage Awards, and protecting us from the wiles of the evil one. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Please stay standing for the St. Maarten song, brought to you by the Philipsburg Brass Band. That was very inspirational. You may be seated. So I want to give a big round of applause for the Philipsburg Community Brass Band for such a wonderful recording of our anthem. Without further ado, I invite to the stage the Prime Minister of St. Maarten, Dr. Luc Marcelina, to bid you his greetings.
Ladies and gentlemen, as protocol has been established, I welcome to you this beautiful evening. Tonight we are here together to celebrate the incredible talent, the creativity and dedication that define the cultural heartbeat of our beautiful country, St. Maarten. This year's Sage Cultural Award holds a special significance as we reflect not only on the achievements of our artists and cultural practitioners, but also on the legacy of we, of course, recently mourned the passing of one of St. Maarten's cultural icon in the name of Dame Ruby Bute. Though her physical presence is no longer with us, her spirit lives on through her art, her poetry, and the mark she left on our cultural identity. Ruby's contribution reminds us of the profound impact that creativity has in shaping our country's history. Tonight, as we honor your accomplishments, we also celebrate her enduring legacy and the inspiration she has given to so many. Culture as such is more than tradition. It's a living force that evolves and unites us. It's the language through which we tell our stories, express our dreams, and preserve our heritage. The arts are not just a reflection of who we are, but actually a driving force for who we want to become. To the honorees tonight, your dedication and your passion not only enrich our culture, landscape, but also serve as a source of pride for every citizen of this country. You are the storytellers of this nation, the visionaries, and the guardians of our cultural legacy. And for that, we thank you out of our heart. As your Prime Minister, I am committed to fostering an environment where creativity thrives. Investing in our artists and cultural practitioners is an investment in our country's future. Let tonight be a reminder of the power of the art to uplift, to inspire, and to unite. Let it also be a call to action for all of us to support the creative industries and ensure that future generations have the opportunity to build upon the foundation we have laid. Congratulations to all the awardees. Your work continues to light the way St. Maarten is and showcasing our richness and diversity to the world. On behalf of the government of St. Maarten, thank you for your contribution and to the cultural heartbeat for our country. Let us continue to celebrate our heritage, embrace our creativity, and build a future where St. Maarten's story shines even brighter. Tonight, when I'm sitting here, I was just thinking about a week ago, I was already here, admiring culture in the form of a dance performance show by a dance school. And tonight, not even a few days later, I'm here to adore the artists of St. Maarten. I think we have to realize that something great is happening in our country, that we are starting to realize that heritage, artistic, and culture events is the pillar that is building. And for that, I'm so enlightened and so happy to be here tonight to see another event.
All your friends, and we're live streaming, live on Facebook, the Department of Culture at 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓. Ladies and gentlemen, our Minister of ECYS.
Thank you. Good evening, distinguished guests, honorees, and those joining us, whether from near or far, right across the frontier. It's truly an honor to stand before you tonight at the Sage Cultural Awards, a celebration of our island's rich heritage, our vibrant artistry, and individuals whose contributions shape our cultural identity. St. Maarten, which I consider to be a gem of the Caribbean, is blessed with a tapestry of traditions, a symphony of languages, and the unyielding spirit of our people. Before I continue, I would like us all to observe a moment of silence for the transitioning of one of our cultural icons, Dame Ruby Butte. Thank you. Reflecting on the purpose of tonight's ceremony, I of course had to contemplate the void that has been left with Lady Butte's transition. But as when a titan of any industry leaves us, we find that that void actually evolves into a nurturing space for others to pick up the brush, the pen, the instrument, and build upon the foundations laid. This event is not merely an award ceremony. It is such a foundation, and it is a testament to our collective story. The Sage Cultural Awards recognizes those among us who have devoted their talents and passion to preserving, promoting, and enriching our culture, very largely unpaid, as Clara said earlier. Whether through music, dance, storytelling, food, or other forms of creative expression, tonight's honorees embody the very essence of what makes St. Maarten extraordinary. You'd be surprised to know that many actually criticize when budget is spent on events such as this, but I think it's because they don't realize the importance of nights like tonight. Recognition fuels pride. When we celebrate our culture, we affirm our identity as a nation. When we honor the artists, educators, and visionaries who preserve our heritage, we inspire the next generation to dream bigger and dig deeper into their roots. These awards remind us that our culture is not static. It is alive, ever-evolving, and uniquely ours. Moreover, events like the Sage Cultural Awards contribute to nation building. They create a platform for unity, bringing together diverse voices and shared aspirations. They encourage us to see the value in our traditions while fostering innovation that keeps our heritage relevant in a modern world. And in doing so, we cultivate a sense of belonging and pride in who we are, not just for today, but for generations to come. So tonight, as we celebrate the remarkable achievements of all our honorees, let us remember that their contributions are building blocks in the foundation of our country, in the foundation of our future. Let us commit to supporting their efforts and ensuring that culture remains at the heart of St. Maarten's development. As Minister of Education, Culture, Youth, and Sport, I said in my inaugural address that this is the most important ministry because it holds culture under its portfolio. Without the culture, there is no reason for Carnival, there's no reason for any of the Bacchanal we enjoy in this country. And it's my intention to protect it, support it, and contribute to its growth. To our honorees, I say thank you. Thank you for your passion, your perseverance, and your unwavering dedication. You are the guardians of our identity, and your work is a gift to us all. May we continue to celebrate, preserve, and cherish our culture and you and those that come after you. For it is our compass, our legacy, and our shared soul. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. We begin immediately with honoring 3 men. Well, 3 men, but one is no longer with us. They are, I found out, because we kept asking, what is the name of this band? And they couldn't give it to me. They says, Carson, Favy, and Jan. But then I found that they had another name called the Quarrel Band. Because they always quarreling. What instruments, what key, what string, what song. But it's been doing for a long while. Each of them have amazing stories to tell about how they come together and how they play together and how they inspire. One is a banker, has been here for a long time, and you figure, you know, straight-laced, banker, square, and then he pulls out his guitar and his nimble fingers fly across the strings and creates its wonderful melody. And one, believe it or not, used to make bullets. He's such a precision man. He used to make bullets, and he was actually hired by the government of St. Maarten to fix guns. I can't remember the whole story. You have to tell us that whole story, but he would modify. And the other one was a gentle soul called John Fife Ferdinand. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Mr. Carson Velasquez. Actually, before we get there, sorry. We have a quick tribute presentation from the family string band with whom they normally play, but were unable to be here tonight. So they sent a video clip so we can enjoy the continuation of this music, this musical tradition in St. Maarten. And so led by the new generation of string band players on St. Maarten under the name of 𝒕𝒊𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘. They are a family string band, and we will see a little minute rendition of their tribute to Carlson Velasquez, Mr. Jean Boujean, and Fifi Hyman. That was your tribute from the Family String Band. And this was not rehearsed, so please forgive me, Governor, Prime Minister, and Minister. I'm going to ask that you give out the first award for this evening to these gentlemen. The daughter of Fifi will receive the award on his behalf. And I will ask the three of you to come up to please drape the necklace around them. I'm getting like that. Please come to the stage. Mr. Carlson, please come. Miss Jane, come on stage. Mr. Carlson Velasquez, come. Eva, you know the trouble this man put me through. Yes. All right, so this is for Mr. Carlson Velasquez. And do you have?
I have Mr. Boujean.
Mr. Jean Boujean.
But we have here a problem, small problem with the, let me just fix it fast.
Okay, you get out, you get there. Go ahead.
Oui. But we can fix this fast.
Yes.
Just
We'll do later.
pinch it, because you're going to make a beautiful picture.
Oh, God, yes.
So he has to have his medal, of course.
Yes, thank
of
you.
course. We solve all problems.
Thank you. And then the last one is
Man,
for
what an honor.
Jane Hyman for your father, John. Please go in the middle of the stage. Go in the middle of the stage. You're so right, man. Please step forward to take your picture, the three gentlemen. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much. Go forward to take a picture. So we have you guys together. Yeah, give me boxes. Thank you very, very much. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of Ms. Zuleika, who is the designer of our medals of the SAGE Awards. We continue on with a wonderful gentleman. He has become so iconic. A carnival is not a carnival without this gentleman. His name is Mr. I don't know if you all know his name, but I'm going to share it for you. His name, who knows his name? Louis, we have one. Waiting. Louis Lambert Richardson, better known as Mr. Pork Chop. Oh, lamb chop now? Okay. Go stand in the middle so we can enjoy you. Don't let you smile. Okay. Let me just pull up. I have to read. So, I'm so busy doing everything else. Oh. Sorry about that. So, Mr. Louis Richardson, known to many as Pork Chop, started his musical career as a saxophonist playing with the band that used to play at the Flying Dutchman on Front Street. He then migrated to Aruba to play saxophone with several bands at various hotels. Mr. Louis Richardson was also a band leader of the Risdon Steel Band, of which all of his brothers were members along with some friends. The Steel Band used to play at Mullet Bay Hotel and other hotels while entertaining guests. The Steel Band used to play during St. Maarten Carnival in 1970s. In the latter days, Mr. Pork Chop started leading every carnival parade and the St. Maarten Day Parade, depicting characters such as Moses, the chicken, to entertain the children, and the clown. You will see him leading the carnival with the St. Maarten flag, letting everyone know that this is St. Maarten Carnival. During the carnival time, you'll see him in the village every night, and carnival is not a carnival without Pork Chop. Louis Richardson is also loved to play sports. In the 1970s, he played baseball with Caribbean Lumber, and he also had a Little League team. So recently, Mr. Pork Chop restarted his career again, playing with the family string band, as you saw earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Louis Richardson, better known as Pork Chop. I think a couple of years ago, this image of yours popped up on Facebook and sent Facebook wild, because it was such an iconic image of you. And the artist's name is Mika Solomon, a young St. Maarten artist living abroad, right now in Arizona, and she sends you a little greeting.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Michaela Solomons, and I am the artist behind the portrait painting of our beloved Pork Chop. The inspiration for this painting actually came in 2019 when the photographer Elvis Harrigan made a suggestion to me that I should paint Pork Chop. At the time, neither of us had any reference pictures. but I quickly noticed that every carnival, adults and children alike, would be so excited to take pictures with this cultural icon. Soon enough, I had all the reference pictures that I could need. To me, this is a testament of the love and appreciation that all of us in St. Maarten have for Mr. Porkchop. While I was the one that physically painted this picture, this is a contribution from all of the people of St. Maarten and myself to Porkchop. Porkchop, thank you for being the cultural icon that you are and being the embodiment of the St. Maarten carnival spirit year after year. Congratulations on your well-deserved Sage Award.
Yay!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is 𝒚𝒂𝒄𝒉, and I am the artist behind the portrait painting of our beloved portrait.
And Esther, would you like to do the honors of giving Mr. Porkchop his medal and Mr. Lamb Chop?
For St. Maarten, the carnival, baseball, whatever, I give the love for my country, try to promote my country. I come from a long, long way, and God bless everybody that helped me to be where I am today. Thanks a lot to everybody.
Our next Sage awardee for this evening is none other than a wonderful musician that taught me a very iconic song from St. Maarten. He's a musician, a band leader, a school teacher. His reach is vast across many generations. I will just read his bio real quick. Born on the vibrant island of St. Maarten, Sir Reginald Vlon, affectionately known as Bobby, is the youngest of 8 children with 5 sisters and 2 brothers. Growing up in Philipsburg, Bobby's early life was deeply intertwined with his love for music, community, and culture. Early life and musical beginnings. I would like to bring to the stage someone that knows him very well and played along with him. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Adolphus Richardson and Boyston Sorton, who will continue to give tribute to Mr. Bobby Vlon.
Good evening. I'm very proud to be asked to read the biography of Sir Reginald Bobby Flon, along with our band leader, Adolphus Richardson. Here he is. Bobby was born on the vibrant island of St. Maarten. Sir Reginald Flon, affectionately known as Bobby, is the youngest of 8 children, with 5 sisters and 2 brothers. Growing up in Philipsburg, Bobby's early life was deeply intertwined with his love for music, community, and culture. His early life and musical beginnings. Bobby attended Oranje Primary School and later graduated from the John Phillips Muller School at the tender age of 16. He joined the renowned St. Maarten Steel Pan Orchestra at the age of 6, becoming a standout member despite his small stature among old peers. With his steel pan in hand, he traveled across the island sharing his music. By the age of 10, Bobby transitioned from the steel pan to the trumpet, joining the Philipsburg Community Brass Band, founded by the legendary John Lamerney. Under Mr. Lamerney's guidance, Bobby honed his skills, drawing inspiration from his elder brother John records and his neighbor Mr. Risden's classical collections. It was during these formative years that Bobby decided to pursue classical music on the trumpet. His studies in music. In 1968, with a scholarship from the 𝒕𝒂, Bobby journeyed to the Netherlands to study music theory at the Amsterdam Stedelijk Conservatory under the mentorship of Rinus Komps, a solo trumpeter from the Concertgebouw Orchestra. Bobby deepened his expertise. When Mr. Komps retired, Bobby continued his studies at the Arnhem Conservatory with Willem Groot, where he excelled both as a student and a performer. In addition to his studies, Bobby formed a children's band of about 15 members, teaching and mentoring young musicians who performed at various events in the city. His passion for nurturing young children, young talent, became a hallmark of his career. His contributions to St. Maarten. Upon completing his studies in 1976, Bobby returned to St. Maarten. Eager to give back to the community, he was immediately employed as a music teacher by the island government, teaching at several public schools. Bobby also resumed assisting Mr. Lamerney with music lessons, and after Mr. Lamerney's passing, took over the leadership of the Philipsburg Community Brass Band. Recognizing the need for music in schools, Bobby formed choirs at every school. He worked in and organized memorable school concerts. In 1988, he revived the Philipsburg Community Brass Band, rallying former members and creating a group that became integral to the island's cultural life. For funerals and church services to national celebrations and cultural events. The band's presence was always in demand, often performing without charging a fee. His contributions beyond music. Bobby's contributions extended beyond music into the field of sports. Despite his busy schedule, he found time to coach and train little children in Little League Baseball, representing St. Maarten in international tournaments across Panama, the Dominican Republic, and the United States. In the year 1983 to 1991, Bobby joined the St. Maarten famous Rolling Tones band, where he toured the different islands, Saba, St. Eustatius, Aruba, Curacao, Puerto Rico, St. Thomas, St. Croix, Tortola, Anguilla, Canada, and in New York City. His personal life and legacy: Bobby's life has been a testament to dedication and community spirit. A beloved figure in Philipsburg, he is married and the proud father of 4 children, 2 girls and 2 boys. Although retired, Bobby's passion for this music, classical pieces that inspired him as a child. So Reginald Bobby Flawn's legacy is one of service, artistry, and an enduring love for St. Maarten. His contributions to music, education, and sports have left an indelible mark on the island and continue to inspire future generations. Thank you.
Receiving the award on behalf of her father, please welcome to the stage Miss Kishana Flawn. Herself, an amazing dance artist, consummate artist involved in the community. You guys, gentlemen, the honor will be to you to be draping Kishana as you guys go to the middle of the stage. Go ahead. Yeah, go. Front to the middle. Center. Kishana in the middle. Mr. Adolphus, you're part of this too. Steps. Miss Kizuwanda, you walk in just in time. We are going to be receiving an award for a dancer. Her name is Astrid York. In the time when the hotel industry was first starting out, and the industry of entertainment was in its burgeoning years, in its infancy, there were quite a few artists that stepped up to the plate to become the entertainers that provided dynamic entertainment. Some things that we no longer do as much: walking on fire, walking on glass bottles, dancing the limbo. And there was a group of dancers back in the day that was fierce, as I should say. Please welcome to the stage Miss Kizuwanda to receive the award on behalf of her mother, Miss Astrid York, who's unable to be with us at this moment. She's in the Netherlands, and she's probably watching us live on Facebook. Miss Kizuwanda, please come forward. To me as I read your mother bio. Astrid York was born and raised on the island of Dushi, Aruba, where her love for dancing blossomed at an early in age. Growing up, her family of dancers, she was inspired by ballroom dancing and a variety of fascination throughout the Caribbean and Curacao and the Virgin Islands. As a teenager, Astrid expanded her artistic repertoire by taking ballet, piano, flute, while also participating in the youth choir of the Methodist Church. Today, In 1976, Astrid seized the opportunity to further her studies, and after 2 years of being in the Netherlands, she was part of a dancers called the Caribbean Dancers in the Netherlands. Today, Astrid York is also a singer in the Maarten Community Choir. So on behalf of the Department of Culture, we want to congratulate you on the role of your mother and all of the exquisite contributions she provided to this world of St. Maarten arts and entertainment, and being part of the infancy and laying the foundations of what is now a very dynamic tourism industry. Please put your hands together for Kizwanda. So I'm gonna, whoops. I will drape this for you. Come in a bit. Go ahead. I will read what the award says for all of our awardees. The Sage Cultural Award at the award ceremony of December 13, 2024. The Sage Cultural Award is the government of St. Maarten's signature award for the highest in culture and artistic achievements as approved by the government of St. Maarten through the Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sport. The Sage Cultural Award 2024 is presented to you for your incalculable lifetime dedication and commitment to the development, safeguarding, promotion of our St. Maarten culture, our heritage, and our legacy. Your stellar work as an artist, cultural worker, knowledge bearer, cultural practitioner, and storyteller personifies the best of the artistry through our best lived life experience through a myriad of artistic disciplines and cultural practices. Through her dedication, all of the artists have ensured that we story lives on, ensuring continuity and celebration of our unique cultural traditions and exemplary artistic creations. Please receive this highest accolade on behalf of the government of St. Maarten. For your mother, Ms. Kizwanda, for Astrid York. Take the box. When I was a young girl in St. Maarten, there were a group of fiery, passionate people fighting for St. Maarten heritage. They led us with a standoff when a hotel was being built on Front Street, completely at odds with the land, with the skyline of St. Maarten at the time. And I remember as young students, we were very vociferous in our outrage at what was encroaching upon what we consider our St. Maarten cultural heritage. She has been a completely dedicated woman in this business of heritage and vanguard and protection. Her name is Miss Elsha Boss. I would like to welcome to the stage Miss Angela Richards, who will read Mrs. Boss's tribute. And equally fervor in her passion for St. Maarten, Miss Angela will deliver her words of gratitude for the contribution of Ms. Bosch. Please welcome to the stage Ms. Angela Richards, herself a cultural vanguard.
Good evening, everyone. It is my esteemed honor to present this evening an individual who has served St. Maarten with love, dedication, and unwavering commitment. My dear friend and former colleague, Mrs. 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓 Bos. Born on May 23, 1943, in Hengelo in Almelo, Netherlands, 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓 began her career as a child care teacher in 1964. She transitioned into community work before moving to Bonaire in 1972, where she served as director of the School for Home Economics and the first director of Bonaire's Comprehensive School. In 1977, she made St. Maarten her home, dedicating the next 47 years to its education, environment, culture, and history. As an educator, 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓's impact was immense. At Sundial School, she spearheaded adult education programs, enriching countless lives. Her passion for the environment led her to co-found 𝒕𝒓𝒄𝒉 in 1982, championing the preservation of St. Maarten's flora, fauna, the historical landmarks, including Fourth Amsterdam and traditional architecture. 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓's commitment to heritage preservation was unmatched. She played a pivotal role in merging heritage organizations to establish the now St. Maarten National Heritage and Museum Foundation, where she served as director. Her leadership extended to initiatives like St. Maarten Yesteryears, engaging schools and the public in the island's rich history. During this period, she overcame significant challenges, amplifying her unwavering commitment to preserving St. Maarten's rich heritage. Her nation-building contributions include chairing the Constitutional Historical Committee in 2006 during the formation of Country St. Maarten. She served in numerous community organizations. Her efforts have been recognized with prestigious awards, including a Golden Medal and a knighthood from Queen Beatrice, and a Distinguished Service Award for Caribbean Museums. Tonight, we celebrate 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓's legacy of education, nature, culture, and history. Her life's work has left an indelible mark on St. Maarten. 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓, we thank you for your unwavering dedication. May your example inspire us to preserve, protect the St. Maarten treasures for generations to come. I thank you.
From one heritage supporter to another, we ask that Ms. Angela drape the award for her colleague in heritage. Please go forward to the front, ladies. Come center so we can have a very good picture. Yeah, go together.
Sure. Good evening, all. I'd like to give this award also for all the people that supported me over the years, especially the museum volunteers. Some of them are here. Without you guys, I would never have been able to do it. So thank you.
Then in that case, I will ask the museum volunteers to please come forward and take a picture with Ms. 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓 as well. So if you're here, you're frightened? You're good? All right. So we'll do one with Angela, and then we'll do one by herself. Thank you, 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓. This is your moment. Once again, give her a big round of applause for her tireless work in the community. I'd like to invite to the stage as a tribute for Miss Astrid York, a dancer, who will do a dance rendition celebrating one of the dance forms of back yesteryear, the limbo dance. Please welcome Funtopia Youth Initiative dancer to the stage to do her limbo dance. Ah, it's more than one. Rick, can we have a, I guess the light is kind of bright, right? Okay, good.
Yo traigo rumba, rumba pa' bellaquear, rumba pa' vacilar, rumba pa' que te muevas, pa' que lo bailes como tú quieras. Yo soy la rumba, let me see you move it for me. Yo soy la rumba, don't you stop this baila, baby. Yo soy la rumba, suéltate como tú lo haces pa' TikTok. Seré que pasó, esto es pa' todo el mundo, el ritmo del dembow y tumpa tumpa. Fiesta con F mayúscula, traigan botella y la juca, huepa. Tremenda sandunga que tiene el jabá pa' que no se me aburran. Ven y baila, oh. Ven y baila, oh. Baila, oh. Ven y baila, pa' mí. Yo traigo rumba, rumba pa' bellaquear, rumba pa' vacilar, rumba pa' que te muevas, pa' que lo bailes como tú quieras. Yo soy la rumba, pa' que mueve el booty, baby. Yo soy la rumba, ya que no te atreves. Yo soy la rumba. The Bex, dímelo Max, la bestia boy, Master Junior, el triángulo de Apple, the hot shot, Nena Boy, Calima, la pámpara del Caribe, reggaeton, rock.
Music done, safe by the music. Thank you, dancers. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pause for a 10-minute break, starting 5, 4. Excuse me? Hello? I have the mic, and we have food, okay? So we have some snacks we want to share with you. We don't want you to bring the food inside. So please take 12 minutes, stretch your legs, take 10 minutes so we can change your pictures, and then have some snacks, okay? We have some wonderful snacks, too, for your eating. Yeah. So now,
apaixonar. Mosaico boy, não perde valor. Me dá você porque para compreender e logo realizar com fuerte votar. Bodura tá por nada, lanta e botaçar. Miguel Pavoa, Bobida Cusma, Baba que precio de amor e bossa amor com felicidade. É som de verdade, não tá custa nada.
Okay, please come back to your seat. Your 10 minutes is up. Hi, Myra. Hi, SG. SG.
Por tu mal comportamiento te vas a arrepentir. Bien caro tendrás que pagar todo mi sufrimiento. Llorarás y llorarás sin nadie que te consuele. Y así te darás de cuenta que si te engañan duele. Oye, mira. Usted abusó, sacó provecho de mí, abusó, sacó partido de mí, abusó, de mi cariño usted abusó, usted abusó, sacó provecho de mí, abusó.
Okay, we're starting. Please from your seats. You like the pictures? Mr. Lavay? We will continue in 2 minutes. As soon as we get them back to their seats, we will proceed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to come to your seats. We'd like to continue with the second half of the show.
You do something to me. Something deep inside.
For our next presentation, we're going to be honoring founding Calypsonians, people who were instrumental in laying the foundation of this tradition, this art form, this most unique art form in the Caribbean called Calypso. I mentioned earlier in some parts of the world they kill the poets first because the poets come harsh. They come with truth. They remind the community they are the consciousness of the community. They let you know when you're going astray. And they use a very, very highly skillful intellectual endeavor where they speak, for want of a better word, in tongues. Double entendre, never being, how you say, literal, but using euphemisms and very unique way of telling the story about you know who without calling you whole name, and you know exactly who you're talking about and what the situation was that you were embroiled in. This tradition of Calypso harkens the traditions of the African continuum in the Caribbean of being the sage, the griot, the storyteller, and to take us on this journey of honor layers of this art form in St. Maarten. They will be honoring, I invite to the stage none other than Fish, the mega boss. Thanks for coming. You're so welcome.
Yes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Goedenavond. Bonsoir. Bienvenido. I have a lot to be thankful for. I want to thank Clara and her group, first of all, for what she's doing. These words here mean a lot, especially this one. Honoring Soliga icons. It has been overdue a long time. And I am glad to see tonight what is taking place. I am up here talking about 4 Calypsonians. Mr. Clement Richards, better known as the 𝒚𝒖𝒓, Victor Richardson, better known as the Genius, Stephen Macaulay, known as Jacko, and my father, the King Fernando. These men has laid a foundation where it is very strong where Calypso is concerned. They inspire me and make me become a better Calypsonian throughout the years. When you listen to the songs that these men put together, it was like, how do they do it? And I found out when I got in the game. It's not as easy as you think. Some people will look at us and say, hey, yeah, I could do that. No, you can't. Some of us are born for it, some ain't born for it. And I am glad to be here tonight giving these men this award, and these awards and talking about them. 𝒚𝒖𝒓 and me was actually neighbors in Aruba. I grew up next to him. I don't know if he had known me. I was a little boy over the fence with nothing on. Then I came to St. Maarten, and I got to know who he was, and I get to meet him years later. 𝒚𝒖𝒓 Genius. Genius has a special place in my heart. Genius sang a song when I was a child. That's a song we were all singing around the house and around the yard. And everybody's supposed to know the name of that song without the guy even saying it. What's the name of Genius song? Fire in the Tongue. Fire in the Tongue. The government building bun dong dong dong. You know, when the governor show his face, they shout out, Lord, he gonna lock up his. Genius put that song together, and he was a genius to have done that. And I admire him for that over the years. A next man that I admire, and many people don't know that he was the chief mechanic on Premier Airlines, which is Jacko. Jacko had a song called Casino Ripoff. And in this song, he said, it was Open Your Eyes, St. Maarten, right? Open your eyes, St. Maarten, and soon you're going to see all of we by raised done driving, ordering meatballs and spaghetti. And I think eventually we never ordered the meatball and spaghetti because raised done closed before that. But these are the songs that I live on. You know, Kaiser Brad had Calypsonians in Parliament. He had a Welland Torch. He had Ram Goat. I mean, this is one of the greats. Budweiser. You don't find Calypsonians doing these things right now, but these guys laid a foundation. They laid a foundation that most people ain't know about. Like how Miss Clara said, we need to open up more to the world. The world come here and take what we have and go with it, make it a hit outside and claim it as theirs when it was done here first by what we have, by our icons. Okay? We don't, how you say, you don't have these men walking just so and say, I'm going to be an icon. They work for that for years. I wish, now that I'm singing Calypso, that I will have the longevity of these men. I mean, they've been around. I'm not that young, and I know them since I was a little boy like this. So that to tell you how old they are. But they're good. They're good. They're ageable, but they're good. They age like wine. And I talk about them. I'm going to talk a little bit about my father now. I grew up, my father was one of the San Fernando Boys, one of the leading founders of the San Fernando Boys. And I grew up watching him doing Calypso, making songs over the years. The first song that I heard him sing that I could recall was in 1974. He sang a song called Try a Little Harder. And just give you a first verse and what I could remember. They just only look for me, well, when it's close to Carnival Day, when they want to make money, that's the time they just think on me. Then they jump and use my name, that is how they just get their fame. And when the whole stadium full up, they coming to me with all kind of bluff, but here they tell me, try a little harder, next year you go get the Calypso crown. You must try a little harder. Well, every year I'm here with a brand new song. Calypsonians here, every year with the same old thing. And before the night out, they're going home as Calypso King. No. That's when he was the rude, mighty Fernando. And then he comes to Maarten, he changed and behaved himself. When he first came here, it was 1977. He entered the competition with a song called Push But Don't Break It. You know, it was a double entendre. Well, a fellow any woman living next to me. Mama, all night long they talking, driving me crazy. What they talking about, I don't know and I just can't see. But I could only hear the woman when she said to he. She said, you could push, but don't break it. You could push, but don't break it. No. Because if you break it, I don't want it. Now, those songs was special. You know, it takes a special breed of man to write a song like that. Because I myself, I don't think I would have come up with something like that. And he sang a second song in that competition, which was called Marie. And he said, it was in a party when I met with Marie. So we danced across the room. She was sweeping like a new brand broom. Then she whispered in my ear, telling me how much she cared. And before the party end, I got to dance with she again. She started telling me, jij bent mijn hart, da da da. Jij bent mijn leven. Ik moet met jou, niemand hoeft niks te zeggen. Heel mijn leven stond ik te dromen. Nu ben ik zo blij, neem mijn hand, schat, met jou moet ik trouwen. Now, I didn't know the meaning of those words, because in those days I don't speak Dutch. I'm a child. So it was great to see him do that. And his accomplishment, a lot of people don't know, he did a lot behind the scenes. The song that the Mighty Sparrow sang, Dutch Romance, he assisted Sparrow with that song with the help of Mr. Ramon Sharp in Aruba. He gave him the Dutch words. Je bent goed, weet je wat mama zegt, je hebt mijn lief. Geef me alles, geef me alles. And I sat as a child and I see that. I mean, we're talking about the Calypso king of the world, the Mighty Sparrow, and the Sparrow got help from the King Fernando. So it lives here. I have it here. But we're going to call the three gentlemen to the stage. Yes. Mr. Clement Richards, the Kaiser Brat, Victor Richardson, the genius, Charlie King Jacko. Please come to the stage to receive your awards.
So in the tradition, we ask you, the next generation, to drape the awards. The first one is for the Emperor, the Brat, Kaiso Brat. Please go in the front so we can record that moment. This is for King Jacko. Genius. And who's the elder statement? Who's the elder in this group? You the elder one? Mr. Genius, you have the honor of laying the wreath. Well, laying the, I know, right?
Oh,
Giving, so please step forward, Fish. This is for your father. So please step forward, men. Please give them a round of applause. These are the laying the foundation. Thank you. Do you want to take one by one? So we have there one by one. So I'll ask Mr. Brat to step forward, and Mr. Jacko and Mr. Genius. Wait, you're going to take a, yeah, go ahead. Mr. Jacko, step forward, please. Go ahead. Mr. Genius, it's your turn. And finally, Fish the Mega Boss, on behalf of your father, this is your turn. Thank you, gentlemen, for all the work that you do. Me?
It's an honor to be one of the honorees here tonight. And it couldn't come at a better time. In the next 3 months, I will be celebrating 50 years in the music business. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
I want to thank the selection team of Ms. Clara Reyes and her organization for honoring us and giving our fans a sense of satisfaction. After all these years, we got something, and I can say this. Anybody who visits this country, they must come back again, because the people are so friendly and the women sweeter than sugar cane. The most beautiful beaches in the Caribbean, we have them right here on this island. A good reason why tourists come in to spend their vacation. They can walk our street anytime at night, barefoot on the beach, under the moonlight, with a friendly and loving atmosphere. You hear? They can come for business, or come for fun, or come just to rest and enjoy the sun. St. Maarten is still the #1. You hear?
I ain't coming with lyrics tonight. I want to say thanks to the Culture Department, thanks to Clara Reyes and the Culture Department for this honor tonight. And I want to say, even though all my fans in here, I want to say thank you to my fans who supported me from 1977 up to now. You wasn't born yet. I want to say a special good evening to my daughter, Taishana Macaulay, my great-grandchild, Oni, and my grandchild, Oni, and my great-grandchild, Zosha. Thank you very much, and thanks, everybody, and thanks to Clara Reyes and the Culture Department. Good evening. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Yeah, so on behalf of my dad, again, I would like to thank everyone, though we're doing it posthumously. With him, I'm sure if he was here, he would be ecstatic for this award. I am glad it is happening, and it has happened, because he said in one of his songs, you only get the honor after you're gone. And it is true, but he got the honor. And tonight, I did it for you, Dad. I pick it up, I'll bring it home, and I'll give it to Mom. Thanks to Clara Reyes again and her selection team. Good job, and I appreciate this. Yeah, man. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you. They say teamwork makes the dream work, and we have an amazing team at the Department of Culture. They are Lourdes Wilson, instrumental in everything that you see here tonight. It's, like I said, teamwork makes the dream work. And I'm sure these two have a lot to talk about. In a time in the trenches for culture and arts and history. So please take the stage. I'll give you the microphone. Mr. Alberto, I see you there wheeling your chair. Let him talk about you a little bit first. Be ready.
Good evening to all. Good evening, Belto. How are you doing? Well, I'm here in connection with being the Road March queen, not the Road March queen, what it was again? The queen of the band for all the years that Belto was also king of the band. So we had that in common. The only thing, Belto, you built and carried yours. You designed it, built and carried it, which was a lot. And of course, you did a lot more than that.
Good evening, everyone. We're here this evening, as we said, to honor Alberto Brooks, affectionately known as Belto, a man with a lot of history, and we're going to try to compile it in the 2 minutes that we were allotted to make the presentation this evening. Of course, it would normally take about 2 hours. So we got
Serious. Yeah. At the age of 16, while furthering his studies in Curaçao, the island where he was born, Alberto Brooks was exposed to the art of costume making. He majored in the welding profession. The neighbor where he lived would create large pieces for the local parades. Belto would often go next door after school and assist him as he was fascinated by the art. That neighbor noticed his interest and the natural talent that he had for bending and shaping wires to be welded. So he encouraged him to consider giving it a try because he saw the potential in him. On his return to St. Maarten, he pondered on the idea, and in 1978, he created his first individual costume, the butterfly. Yay, how people never forget that.
Though it was on wheels, it was very difficult to maneuver on the road. So he went back to the drawing board to brainstorm how he could correct and improve his next creation. Hence, he started his venture into the world of costume making. He then associated himself with some of our local costume builders, such as Carlos Somersal and Tampico Scott, who gave him much encouragement to pursue what became his passion. He played individual masks for over 20 years. During that period, he started making costumes for beauty pageants and large groups on St. Maarten, Saint-Martin, Anguilla, Guadeloupe, Saba, Statia, and the United States. It was a rewarding challenge for him to bring to reality the ideas and concepts of his clients. One of his signature creations is the making of the Calypso and Road March crowns every year. He decorated each one uniquely. One of his most memorable productions is the individual costume he made for himself in 1993 called Tribute to Our Local Fishermen. It depicted 2 blue marlins emerging from the ocean, and like many of his other pieces, it won first place. That same year, he altered that same costume for the Miss Anguilla contestant who participated in the famous JC's Caribbean Queen pageant. He renamed it Tribute to Our Caribbean Fishermen, and it won Best Design Costume. So he killed 2 birds with 1 stone there. Yes, and he also won, that's right. And then Belto, as he is affectionately called, feels assured of the preservation of his art form and is especially proud of his twin sons, Achille and Karim. Let me rephrase. Him and Valrona's twin sons, Achille and Karim Brooks, who have taken up the mantle for the past few years and have brought carnival costume design to a higher level. Give him a light moment. We have a light moment we'd like to share with you. His twin boys, Ashil and Karim, even compete against him in designing costumes for the local pageants and often beat him for the best costume title. He would lick his wound and say, but where I think they learned it from. Even though he has been challenged with many health issues over the past 5 years, Belto still continues to be part of the industry in any which way he can. He made sure that his sons also learn how to weld so that they can continue to do a full production on their own.
Here we have a thought from Valrona, his wife. Alberto loves nature. All the pieces that he created for himself reflected that, from the butterfly, fish, horse, eagle, peacock, rooster, etc., etc. When he came out with a costume, one did not have to wonder what it represented. He would come up with an idea to make a particular costume, and we were left with the task to find a name and create a story around it also. Sometimes, even before the costume was decorated, we would be asking, so how are you going to decorate this? What fabric? What color? So that we could describe the piece, because Alberto had it all in his head and it had to get out of him when it was crunch time. There were many sleepless nights and a lot of tense moments, but the gratification was the appreciation shown by fans on parade day. A special consideration for the groups on the island that he was privileged to work for. You want to do the name?
Yes. Hot and Spicy, Butterfinger, Grand Cause, Carol Tackling, Kiskea, and the individuals such as Pauline Gums, Electra. I didn't want to hog up the mic.
No, no, no.
Luciana Raspal, Simone Sapor. To all of you, it was indeed a rewarding experience. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Alberto Brooks.
Well, I just wanted to say when he called Pauline Gum's name that I am here, suggested by her, since she's off island. Okay, so here to you, Pauline.
So ladies and gentlemen, as we said, for medical reasons, Belto's unable to come up to the stage, so I'm going to go down here and drape him with this award.
Okay, and I come here with you.
Yes, good evening, everyone. I would like to say thank you, first of all, to the Lord Almighty, who spared my life to be around so long. And I thank him for all the blessing he bestowed on me. And I would like to thank the organization who put this together for us. At least we're being recognized. And I would like to say special thank you to my wife. She's been there for me all these years, working with me. I thank you. Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Alberto, for all the work you've done. In the past, I had a summer camp. Remember, I brought all the little young peoples to you, and you taught them how to make carnival costumes. So he has been working completely intergenerationally. Kids as young as 4 years old and adults of all ages have benefited from his expertise. At this time, I'd like to ask to come to the stage Jackie Vrolek.
Good night, St. Maarten. St. Maarten people, this is a moment that we should all be proud of, and thanks to these organizers, because I truly believe that we should honor our people while they're here, not when they're gone. So it's with mixed emotion that I'm standing before you all here tonight. Just before my mom's homegoing service, I was invited, our family was invited by the Department of Culture, where this lady here, Miss Clara, she did make the announcement that my mom was one of the honorees for this year's Cultural Sage Award. And at that moment, I could not stop from holding back my tears because I said, oh my God, you know, this year, I must say, 2024 has been my mother's year. From being Artist of the Year by the Daily Herald in January, to Woman of Excellence in March for Women's Day, and also by Vice, she was nominated as the Woman of Inspiration. Along all of these other accolades, I just recently saw she was also in the Discover for this year, and also for being the first artist featured in the Focus magazine on the Friend side, where they did a tribute to her. That was also very touching, where they said, goodbye, Lady Ruby Butte. So to be here this evening and to receive this prestigious award, organizers, I want to say thank you all, and I wish you all continued success, because our people must be recognized and also be taught about them in the schools, that our children will know of our people that paved the road, laid the road for others to follow, the platform for others to follow. So when they say, St. Maarten, we don't have a culture, just take a look at this banner here and continue to support our Department of Culture on both sides of the island, because both sides are doing a tremendous job when it comes to honoring and putting our people up and giving them their flowers while they're still here. So on behalf of my family, and especially my daughter, who's right now representing St. Maarten in Egypt, Cairo, this evening, as an activist for vitiligo, which is a skin condition that you all know we have our organization by the name of Vice. So she too sends her congrats to the organizers, especially Clara Reyes, because I see Clara as Ruby's daughter as well. So she's also sharing in this moment on behalf of my mom. So I just want to thank you all
her legacy does not stop with us, her children, but her legacy continues with the entire island of St. Maarten. This is why I greeted you all by saying, good night, St. Maarten, because it's about us. And may we continue to have these type of moments that our people can feel good while they're alive and celebrate their hard work and all that they have done to build this country, our St. Maarten. So God bless you all. Thank you all so much.
Thank you once again. As part of the intergenerationality of this award show, we like to create space for the new generation of artists. There's a young, dynamic Calypsonian on the stage. His name is King Jojo. King Jojo, come share with us your talent. Oh, sorry. First, we're going to run a video of Miss Ruby, and then we'll create a space for King Jojo.
My name is Ruby Butte. I'm an artist quite known in St. Maarten. I am mostly known on the French side because I live on the French side now. I used to live on the Dutch side. I've been painting all my life. In my younger years, I paint with enthusiasm that was always quick, 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 quick. I have to get it finished quick. It's different now. I paint now with more attention to every detail, every area. And the older I become, the more I love the work. I paint the culture. Why the culture? I paint for St. Maarten.
Thank you. Mr. King Jojo, come represent the youth in this journey of intergenerational artists, those that are young and coming up, and you have proven yourself to be a force to be reckoned with. So please look out for this young man. Support him in his journey, in his efforts. Support him by buying his CDs and support him by going to all his shows. Here you go, Mr. Jojo. The stage is yours.
Good night, everybody. big headline about little children being abused. These stories are so disturbing. Why can't we prevent this from happening? We must do everything we can and try to help these children to find a protected sanctuary to ensure that no child is left behind. And we must protect these children, protect them from being harmed. So if you see something that's not right, it is up to us to sound the alarm. The innocent can never be blamed, and these predators should all be ashamed. So even if it is this kind of thing must come to an end. It's so important, I'll say it again, that even if it is your closest friend, you must give them up to protect children. Children. Thank you.
Congratulations. How you feel?
I feel good. I feel good. I feel excited. I have a lot of performances coming up.
So make sure you follow him. Do you have a handle online? Do you social media?
Get it together. We gotta follow you.
One more time. Give him a big round of applause. Right about this time, I'm going to invite to the stage Mr. Louis Leveis, director, playwright, author, a fantastic giant in the theatrical community. He is now going to be the tribute speaker for a group of actors. You can see some of them spread across the stage. St. Maarten has a very vibrant theater community beginning many, many years ago with the 𝒚𝒂𝒄𝒉 Theater Company, then with the Junior Act Company, then this next generation of actors, and he is going to give us our journey on the evolution of acting here in St. Maarten and the theatrical family that we're going to be awarding tonight. So with a big round of applause, please welcome Mr. Louis Laveis.
Good night, everybody. Good night. Like Clara like to put me in positions here, boy. Look, I'm an actor, so I'm going to act by just speaking. I started in theater from a very tender age. To be honest with you, they tell me 15, but I think it started before then. I think I started singing with Bobo, with Miss Josiane Fleming when she had us together in school. That's not accounted for. And then I started with the 𝒚𝒂𝒄𝒉 Theater Company. Then branched off, had my own theater company called, United Theater Company. Now I have the St. Maarten Actors Grill. Once I got together with the 𝒚𝒂𝒄𝒉 Theater Company, that was it. Ms. Ann Myers, as you all know. 𝒚𝒂𝒄𝒉 Theater Company was originally the trendsetters for theater. When you talk theater, it was about 𝒚𝒂𝒄𝒉 Theater Company. That is a fact. And then Ian Valls came in, and Ian continued the tradition. But 𝒚𝒂𝒄𝒉 Theater Company was the thing. Eventually, unfortunately, Ian passed away. I kind of continued the thing with the new generation. The new generation is a group of people that I'm proud, extremely proud of. I don't want to mention names, and if I forget names, please forgive me. I love you all. But the latest that I can talk about, people that I am proud to work with. When I write with these people in my mind. I don't cast plays. I write because I have the character already. I pick the character. So when I write a play, I know if Sylvina Gums can play that particular role that I'm writing about. I know that Rita Gums can play, and G can play the role that I'm writing about. And I know the role that I'm writing about is Earl going to perform that role, okay? And when I wrote in the past, look, I know every one of these. But when I wrote and I say that I wanted Joel to perform in a play that I write, it's because I know Joel can play that role. Or Claudette LeBega, or Julie Jones. It's because I know that they can play the role. So when I write with the character already casted. And so that's a little, since Clara put me on the spot, I give you a little snapshot because I don't believe in talking too much, just like, politics here, but not this. I just like to perform. I just like to act and get out of there, get it done. But I am extremely proud of each and every one of the acting class and the acting generation, going back from 𝒚𝒂𝒄𝒉 Theater Company, going back to the Ian Valses, going back and up to now. I am proud to have worked with each and every one of you guys. And I see I'm sitting there in that group of people, and I feel so proud. You have no idea how much it warms my heart to sit next to Sylvina, to sit next to Earl, Rita Gums, and to Eddie Lloyd from 𝒚𝒂𝒄𝒉 Theater Company. So I'm represented throughout the generations. So having said that, Clara, keeping it short, let me know what else you want me to do here now.
You can call him on stage.
Okay. Sylvina Gums. Rita Gums. Earl Duzong. Fernando Clark. Claret LaBega. Joel Arnell. Gary Houghton. Edward Lloyd. Sharma Flirton. Cedric Ortega. Present yourselves. But gee, I didn't know you was here. We looking for you all night. Gee.
In this list of our actors on St. Maarten, there's an intergenerational story as well. And the first generation being Sylvina Gums, Julie Jones, and Claudette LaBega. Tonight, Claudette could not be here, nor could Julie Jones. Then the next generation, we have Earl Gerta Hart, who could not be here this evening. We also have Joy Arnell and Darren Hodgson. Okay, that's the next generation, the young generation. So here you are, the people that have been keeping the tradition of theater alive and flourishing on St. Maarten. They are all multi-talented and they straddle multiple worlds. And because of this wonderful tradition of laying the groundwork, paving the way for the next generation, and the work you've done, and it must be noted that everyone here has been at least involved in this business for at least 25 years. And I know everybody here, the Sage Award winners, our recipients, are all people who have been in this industry over 25 years. And these young people, it's like, how are you 25 years already in this business? So please give them a big round of applause for all of their work. And Mr. LaVex, you have the honor of draping them with, so who do we have first? Earl?
Earl, I'm happy to drape Earl because you see my bald head? He part of it. This boy does have this man here, you see, that's had me pulling my hair out of my head for years. He would wait until the last night to know his lines. But you know one thing he never know? One thing he never do? Never let me down. On the night of that performance, he delivers, always. Earl, thank you very much. Fernando, the last time I directed, and first time that I directed Fernando, he was doing a play for Kobe Theatre Company in honoring Paben. He's the clown that he is always, even then. It's hard to keep this short when introducing this lady, believe me. In the United States, they have a lot of first ladies, because they also have a lot of different presidents. So up here, they have a lot of first ladies of theater. Calling one of the first ladies of theater, I feel honored, proud, emotional, and humbled to introduce and drape Sylvina Gums with this. Proud to be a director, always. Joel Arnell. Boy, oh boy. What a role Joel Arnell played. And Love You to Death. Yeah. Jesus, yeah. This man is good. See, days over now, but I don't quite believe it. But Joel, very proud of you, well deserving, long overdue. Congratulations. G Money. I haven't directed G Money as yet. G, congratulations. And long overdue. Keep it up. And I look forward to working with you more. Okay? My very good friend, she always cut an eye at me whenever she's called it angular love, you know, when, you know, throw rocks at each other, but really, at the end of the day, it's all love. Sharma Flirton, it is my pleasure to drape this and say congratulations to you and look forward to doing much more work with. Congrats. Eddie Lloyd, listen to me. This is decades and decades and decades of working together in different theater companies. It's Kobe Theater Company. We started out together. He acted with me in the theater company that I branched out with. I believe it was the United Theater Company. He performed in that, in a play that I wrote there. And lastly, we did, in honor of Taben, again, I directed him in Old Story Time. A phenomenal actor, smooth talker. Eddie, well deserved. Congratulations. It's my honor to drape you after these decades of success. Cedric. Okay, I'll get the story on you, not Cedric. Cedric, yeah, tough cookie. The wonderful actor. He don't make joke. Not even with the director. But he delivers. It is my honor to present you this token of appreciation, right? Okay?
This is in honor of Ian Voss.
Ladies and gentlemen, permit me. She was about 15 years when I first met her. And the first time we met, she was in school. And I spoke to her. The amount of nonsense she talked, I couldn't believe that she could at 15 could come up with come up with those lines, that she was so creative. And the way she acted even in talking to me, I said, this girl is an actress, she's an actor. And I asked her to take on a role as my mother. Can you imagine? She was 15. I asked her to take on a role as my mother in my old backside. And she blew it out of the water. She is one of the persons that I will always be proud of. She has done a lot of work, just like Sylvina. She's another first lady of theater. Because, I'm gonna say this, I think I discovered you in terms of acting, okay? Yeah. And so, at this particular point in time, because for the sake of time, I can't go on too long, but I want you to know how proud I am. And at this particular point in time, how honored I am. Yeah, I'm proud of you, Angie, for all that you have managed to contribute to the field of theater. So, and if y'all hear me stutter, it's because I'm emotional when it comes to her. You understand? She's like my daughter, honestly. And so, Angie, well deserved, and I'm proud to present you and drape you with.
Thank you.
This stage is home of all of us. We've been here, and Louis said, yes, it was indeed 15 years when I started, when he actually laid the foundation for me in the world of theater. But he has also fostered the creativity and the talent within many of these actors and actresses on the stage tonight. This stage has experienced our tears, our rage, our sadness, everything in which we portrayed in every character that was given to us to the best of our ability. And tonight, on behalf of all of these actors present, I want to say to the Culture Department and this wonderful lady that you don't know, I am multi-talented. They honor me tonight for theater, but I've done dance too. I've done dance with her for many years. And I'm only 35, but I've been in the business for 33 years of theater and dance. So, Culture Department, thank you for recognizing all of us. We appreciate you. And St. Maarten, Louis promised us that something is coming next year. So wait for it. I want to say that here it says cultural icons. I cannot exit this stage without doing this. I'm here tonight and I'm honored, but I have double pride tonight as my eldest daughter is representing St. Maarten in the World Championships in Budapest. She is one of my inspirations, and the two others are sitting there, along with my mom and my siblings. And for me, she has done St. Maarten proud. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a place, and you said it, this is the place where, and I said I can speak for all of them, we feel most at home, most comfortable. You could have, if you had put this award ceremony in Maho, I wouldn't have felt as nice and as welcoming as I feel in this, our home. Okay? So thank you very much.
Cast, please step forward so you can take your group picture, and then one by one, you will receive your... You need some directions, Zuleika? Smile. And then starting from Shama, we ask that everyone to step back. Ms. Shama Flirton, you step forward so you can receive your individual picture. Be careful with the portraits behind you. And after your picture, Shama, you can go towards Crystal, who will give you the box. You're welcome. Who's next? We have Mr. Earl Duzon. We have Miss Sylvina Combs. Put your hands together for Fernando Clark. Look. Mr. Eddie Lloyd. Mr. G. Mr. Joel Arundel, and Mr. Ortega. Finally, Miss Rita Gums. Thank you for the theatrical companies and theater companies and theatrical organizations would not be complete without someone who designed sets. They talked about this stage. I've seen this stage transformed many a times by the incredible creative work of none other than Mr. Randall Scientist Scotty Scott. Please welcome to the stage Miss Scotty Scientist, Mr. Randall Scott. Is Mr. Yome Dormoy in the house? Mr. Scotty, please come forward. Like Mr. Porkchop before him, he is featured in multiple arenas. He is well versed in the art form of theater, set design, costume design, and float designs, always telling integral stories of St. Martin's culture and heritage in a multiple of disciplines and platforms. These two pelicans you see here are part of his work. There are but one or two of the many I've seen over the years gracing the street, as you can see in the slideshow behind you, gracing the streets during Carnival. But also his integral role in being a fantastic set designer and transform this stage into palace, into apartments, into homes, you name it. Mr. Scotty has done it all with a dedication and commitment that spans many years. Mr. Randall Scott, Scotty, scientist, would like to ask Mr. Louis Weiss to...
Yeah. This man here, I tell you, he works miracles. What you see here, the stage that you see here, when Scotty finished transforming this stage for a production, you will not believe your eyes that this is the same place that you are in. Say, don't give him a drawing. Just tell him, Scotty, I want this, that. It's done. The man just does magic. Scotty, it is my pleasure to work with you, and I want to congratulate you for a well-deserved being honored. Okay? Okay. This is the man, really. Mr. Magician. The magician.
Thank you, Scotty. Did you take your picture already? So look at Zuleika, the lady in pink. Please give him a big round, another round of applause. Usually set designers, you don't know much about them because they're always in the background. They're quiet, they come in and they deliver. Thank you, Scotty, for all the years of transforming this very stage here that we all grew up on. I'd like at this moment to invite to the stage Ms. Rita Gums, who will take a minute to recognize a director, a playwright, an author, none other than this director, Mr. Louis Levice himself. Please come center stage to receive your recognition.
One of my heroes. Father not by blood, but by heart. The person who laid the foundation and is responsible for me getting involved in acting. Louis Levice, actor, director, and playwright, belongs to a small group of St. Maarten writers who have embraced drama as their genre of choice. Don't cry. Born in Great Bay, Philipsburg, St. Maarten in 1957, Levice attended Milton Peters College High School. By the age of 15, he was already an active member of the Colby Theatre Company and acted in several plays. Levice has been directed by famous directors Victor Maarten, David Edgecombe from the UVI, and the late Ian Valls. He has played lead roles in The Game, Old Story Time, Son of a 𝒕𝒉𝒆𝒏𝒈𝒕𝒉𝒆𝒏𝒊𝒏𝒈, Nightbox, and Moon on a Rainbow Shawl. In 1991, Levice founded the United Theatre Company, wrote and directed his first play, Who's Fooling Who, and became the drama coordinator at the Department of Culture in St. Maarten. He has also written famous plays such as Forbidden Love, The House That Jack Built, Love You to Death, Love Me to Death, which was fabulous. Louis has performed, and I'm trying to cut it short because I know we're crap for time, but I have to give honor to where honor's due. Louis has performed in various theaters across the Caribbean. He has also brought his original scripts to these islands. The House That Jack Built in Aruba, he won the award for Best Supporting Actor in 1983 and Best Actor in 1986 at the Caribbean Latin American Drama Festival, and has been named in St. Maarten's 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓, a snapshot of popular artists in 2000, as one of the island's 20 most popular artists at the turn of the century. As we know, Louis has also been involved in politics, and he was also elected to the Island Council of St. Maarten. During this time in office, he realized that the island did not have an official adapted cultural policy. He took a daunting task after consulting with stakeholders. He presented his proposed cultural policy, and it was unanimously approved by St. Maarten, have now an official legislative cultural policy. In 2003, Louis wrote the book, The House That Jack Built, and it was published by the House of 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓 Publishers. As Commissioner of Culture, he highlighted St. Maarten's patriotism, love of country, and its culture by the way of rallying around our most valuable symbol, our national flag. Levice was inspired to write down the main lyrics for this song, Rally Around the National Flag. He sought out the genius work of Cornelis van der Poel to do what he does best. Hence, the rest is history. The song Rally Around the National Flag goes hand in glove during the celebrations of our National Day. During one of his 3 months in creative writing courses at the University of Miami for creative arts, Levice wrote his 4th full-length play entitled Love You to Death, a hard-hitting, edgy, but based on real-life play. This work of art propelled him to the top of his class in Miami, and once the play was performed on St. Maarten, there was not a dry eye in the audience. Jorel, you remember? After 16 years in elected office, Levice returned to his first love and passion. He wrote, directed, and performed 5 nights of sold-out audience alongside many of the cast members you saw on stage in his newly formed theater company, the St. Maarten Actors Grill. which he wrote his latest play, What a Thing. Louis has promised to continue to bring theater and the art form to the stage of the Cultural Center and to St. Maarten. And we look forward to seeing your work and all that your creativity brings to this stage. Louis, thank you for your years of dedication to culture in St. Maarten, to the art form of writing, directing, and acting in all of the performances that you took part in. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Mr. 𝒚𝒂𝒄𝒉, well, after all the headaches I gave you this ball here, it's an honor to drape you with this award. It's always a pleasure working with you. Look forward to doing more work in the future.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know, we had a long introduction, so there's not much more for me to say, except to say to you, all of you, look out for only one coming in May. It will only be one show. One, not three. One night only. So Mother's Day special. One night only. Stay tuned.
Not even a matinee and then a night performance. A morning brunch, afternoon show, and an 8 p.m. showing. 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 6 p.m., 8 p.m. This theater only holds 238 seats. So this is going to be a very exclusive engagement. Make sure you get your tickets. Thank you, Mr. 𝒚𝒂𝒄𝒉, for all that you do for theater on St. Maarten. Okay. All right, thank you. There's a dancer amongst us. She's fantastic. She's vibrant, vivacious, embodies great, great energy. And there's two groups of dancers that are going to dance for her. The one is called 𝒕𝒓𝒂𝒄𝒉, and the other is called 𝑖ndisu. So kicking off this dance segment of dances far and wide in different genres, 𝒕𝒓𝒂𝒄𝒉 would like to share with you their joy of movement, all of them inspired by all the work you've put out through the years. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to award or recognize Madame Susha Hain. But first, welcome to the stage, 𝒕𝒓𝒂𝒄𝒉. Oh, you can start the music? Next song. Next one. Switch. Go back a little bit.
Rumba mami rumba, rumba papi rumba. Rumba mami rumba, rumba papi rumba. Ay. Aquí, allá. A gozar, a gozar, a gozar.
mami, muévela, mami. La cintura, mami, ay. Rumba, mami, rumba. Rumba, papi, rumba.
Put your hands together for Fantopia. Dancers that have also been inspired by the work that you do in St. Maarten. There's one particular dancer that I had the luck or the privilege to see dance. She lights up the stage like no other. She's a ball of light, effortless, gliding across the floor, leaping, boundless into the air, powerful and graceful. Her name is Indira Marlin, and she's going to read the tribute for you now. Please welcome to the stage none other than Miss Indira Marlin.
I have the privilege of presenting for my soul mama, Miss Susha Heen, but many of us may not know her real name, Susan. Susan Julie Martell Heen, lovingly known to us as Susha, was born in Lincoln, Rhode Island, United States. She was enrolled in tap dance classes at the age of 5 and fell in love with the stage after her father painted her first pair of tap shoes silver for her dance recital. Standing front and center performing, she instantly felt at home. But she was unable to continue dancing after that first magical experience. However, she enjoyed being a star cheerleader and team captain throughout her high school years. After graduating on the dean's list, she went on to study special education at Rhode Island College. She later earned her master's degree at the Providence College, where she graduated top of her class, of course. Her reputation as a high achiever was evident by this time, but something was still missing. Newly married and a young mother, she would teach all day, then travel to Boston each night to study dance at the Jeanette Neal Dance Studio. She managed her teaching career, family life, and artistic exploration with the same passion and dedication that we see in her today. She taught for 15 years in the town of Johnston as a teacher of the emotionally disturbed, while she studied and performed with jazz choreographer Jeremy Anderson, who left his choreography to her. She can often be heard calling out to him to reach out from the heavens and inspire her when she's creating one of her timeless pieces. Jeremy left Rhode Island, and that pushed Susha to take a leap of faith and leave of absence from her teaching job. She moved to New York for 2 years and trained with dancers like Douglas Wazell, Betsy Hogg, and Rick Atwell while performing professionally. Once her son went off to college, she left her academic teaching career and the US behind her permanently. This bold and brave move was inspired by her new husband, who took her on a boat around the Caribbean in search of an island where she could teach dance. They docked in St. Maarten in 1988, and she visited the Motions Dance School above the movie theater on Pondville. There she was greeted by Kees van Dolderen, who invited her to teach a class, and she was hired on the spot. She met so many wonderful people in her 37 years on the island, who have become her local family. But there was one little girl who made it impossible for her to ever leave. Little Miss Indira Marlin became immediately attached to Susha at the age of 8, and she poured into the young dancer who wanted to learn everything she knew. So it was no surprise that Indira would become her protege and her right hand as she continued her work as a dance teacher, choreographer, and now studio director at Indie Sue Dance Theater of St. Maarten, the school they started together in December 2009, exactly 15 years ago. Susha takes great pride in the countless musicals, productions, and even dinner shows she has had the privilege to stage here, as well as the honor of receiving a royal decoration for her contributions to development of dance on St. Maarten. Her choreographies have been recognized and applauded by renowned choreographers who have traveled the world. But her greatest joy and her legacy is the many dancers who got their start with her and are now teaching themselves and gracing stages in Europe and America. Susha is showing no signs of slowing down and pledges to continue the work she feels she was born to do here on St. Maarten with us. Indie Sioux dancers, let's make our soul mama proud.
I never meant to call you in your sorrow. I never meant to call you in your pain. I'm the one who wants that I see you laughing. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Only want to see you underneath the purple rain. Honey, I know, times are changing. It's time we all reach out for something new. That means you too. You say you want a leader, but you can't seem to make up your mind. I think you better close it and let me guide you to the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. You know what I'm saying about up here? Come on, raise your hand. Purple rain, purple rain.
Okay? I'm sure Susha would want you all to be here as she receives her award for making a semicircle in the Madeira Island. So we can go to you here to hand this up to you. Ms. Susha Hay, 37 years on St. Maarten. That's all.
You're all here sharing it with me and my dancers. I am so, so pleased of my choice in life to come here and see what was going on. But I met dancer after dancer leading with her, and I could not believe. I tried to go back to my family. I love them, but I could never quite leave my girls and this beautiful, beautiful young lady. And now Ara, we got a little one. Where's my baby? So thank you, St. Maarten, for engulfing me and making me feel like I'm one of you. And I'm never going anywhere, and only on vacations. And we take these kids all over the place. And I'm so proud. Thank you, Clara. I love you too. I love you too. And I love everybody. And tonight is my night. This is like a marriage to a beautiful island. No more men. I've had it. I'm going with the children and this beautiful island. Thank you for all you've done for me. Everybody, I can't tell you how excited and happy I am with this night. Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody, put your hand. Can we take a group picture with all of the dancers? Come closer with Indira. And then we'll do one by Indira herself. With Tisha and one with Tisha Ota herself. The dancers. Thank you, dancers. And then we'll do one with Indira. You're welcome, honey. And one with Indira and one by yourself. Thank you, Susha. We continue on with recognizing another wonderful human being in our midst. There is a community tradition tonight where we have people that speak. They speak about the video. They're like a consciousness, a remembrance of a consciousness, a veritable grill that keeps us informed. As a poet, and of many things, I'd like to take this moment to acknowledge someone we all know as, simply as at the lake of Bonington, Maarten, the capital and love to sing all the hymns in his baritone voice. Neville had always been very vociferous when it came to social justice, voicing his opinion in radio-colored programs was a daily occurrence. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Miss Ernest Francis, who will deliver a poem in tribute for this stalwart of a man and a St. Martin cancer's voice of reason. Please give a round of applause.
Who will sound the clarion call to bring the nation to attention? Who dares to speak boldly, courageously, without fear of reprisal from the powers that be?
Who will be the voice of God, the conscience of the people, when others hide behind the safety of their walls with hushed whispers, afraid to say, hey, 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 hey? With boldness and bravery, bellows the dock, Neville Lake, with eloquent speech, wisdom, and insight, sounding the alarm to whomever will listen. Let's address the social ills in our land. Creator, honor our cultural heritage, and never forget who we are. Warning cries echo through the sands of time from Mr. Speaker, the senior sage called Theophilus Priest, Mrs. Paula Matza, Eldridge Van Putten, Mr. Cowboy York, Miss Maria Chamont, Mrs. Veronica Arndell, and so many others, reminding us that we must shine our lights in the dark spaces and places and hold our government, leaders, and people accountable. Let's expose the darkness wherever it hides, so that together as a community, we can rise and shine. Thank you. It's my honor to do this on behalf of Neville Dock. And it's my pleasure to do this, and it's a poem that I did specifically for tonight. So blessings to each of you.
Verna? Ms. Verna Lake? Lady V, please come collect the award on behalf of your father, who could not be here with us, but I'm sure he's watching us live on Facebook, I hope. Well, you all can always make him watch it at a more earlier hour. Ernest, I'll give you the honor to drape Miss Lake. Please go on the center of the stage.
Good evening. I am not a speaker like my father, but I will do what he would want me to do, and I'll let him speak. I heard I should keep it under 2 minutes, so I did the impossible for you. I got him to do it under 2 minutes. So here goes.
Prime Minister, Governor, dignitaries all, it is indeed a joy to share in this great joy. I ask God's blessing to be upon us all as we continue the wonderful work that St. Martin hereafter shall be grateful in remembrance of us. May God bless you all as we strive together. Thank you. Thank you for this award, and God bless you all.
So that was a very nice moment to hear his voice. I'm sure he's thrilled. Thank you for receiving it on his behalf. Thank you, 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓. Thank you, Verna. And then we'll take a picture so you can have it to show. Inside out. You guys got some good eyes. Thank you very, very much. You're welcome. We welcome to the stage now another gifted speaker for a gifted woman known as an entertainer extraordinaire, poet, MC, comedian. Her name is Dorothy E. Richardson, better known as Lady Rosa. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Roy Cotton Jr., who will pay tribute to his mother here tonight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Protocol being established. It's a pleasure to be here this evening on behalf of my mom, Lady Dorothy Richardson, better known as AKA Lady Rosa. I stand before you here as her first son and of her 5 children, representing the family of my brother, who's Leon Cotton, my other brother, who is Leandre Cotton, my sister, Leola Cotton, and my last brother, who's known as the baby of the family, David Cotton. I stand here before you, humble, and it is also a bit emotional for me, because many persons may not know that my mom, back in June 2022, was diagnosed with cancer. And even though she went through that ordeal, is one thing I can say about my mom: she always stayed strong and true to who she was. Hardworking, dedicated, loved her country, was always there for children. The 2 groups of persons that were very close to her heart were the youth and seniors. And my mom really believed very much so in keeping our culture alive through her storytelling, through her acting, her comedy. I was not here in 2006 when she did the opening act for Save the Children, I believe, from Victorious Living, and was on the stage with Grammy Award winner CeCe Winans. Today, as I stand here, or this evening as I stand here, ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know that my mom really loved her people, loved St. Maarten, loved her children, loved her family. And I remember on that day in June when I sat next to her in the bedroom, and I said, Mom, was this what you expected? She said, no. And I said, Mom, you've done so much for this country. Would there ever be a time that you'll be recognized? And I can tell you that to the last day, my mom stayed strong. She continued teaching at USM. She taught at USM from 2011 to 2024. And even when she was doing chemo, Mom said that what made her strong, even if she was feeling weak, once she entered the university premises, just being there and teaching made her feel well once again. And just to let you know, my mom always said these words to us whenever we had to go anywhere. She said, go with God. And I just want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, that standing here is a great pleasure and honor. And I echo these words before, as has been said before, that it's important to give the flowers to those persons who are alive, because it's important for them to hear it. And I know today that my mom is in a good place and she's at peace. And my final words I will say to you is, you know, it's interesting. Her good friend, Dame Lady Ruby Butte, when we went to visit Miss Ruby Butte, me and my wife, Miss Ruby Butte stated, where's my good friend, Miss Dorothy? She was looking forward to meet her because they would always talk so long with each other. But now, they're together in a peaceful place. Thank you, St. Maarten.
Thank you, Roy. We come to our last awardee this evening. Oh, actually, yeah, we have a performance, a tribute performance. Welcome to the stage, honoring the traditions of Miss Dorothy, Lady Rosa. We have Teacher Rita Kati. Please come to the stage.
Rita.
Now, Clara, I want you all to hear my voice. You see me? It's very cold out there. And my grandmother said to rub down. So I make sure I have my socks. But I went to a fancy hotel. They call it DV. They didn't give me the shoes, but the tourists left it. And I took it. And now I have it for myself. And as you know, I am sophisticated, educated, and sometimes constipated.
Some of the joy and the laughter that was shared with us with Miss Lady Rosa. Ladies and gentlemen, we come to our last award this evening. And it's for none other than Mrs. Josiane Artson Fleming. Please welcome to the stage King Bobo, who will give her the tribute.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Josiane Fleming Artson, a St. Martiner with a well-rounded educational background. She has lived and worked most of her life on North and South St. Maarten and studied in St. Maarten, the Netherlands, and the Americas. She holds a bachelor's degree in education and a BA in the English language from the Netherlands. She is a graduate of Columbia University in New York, where she earned a master's degree in curriculum development and a second master's degree in leadership. Josiane has pursued postgraduate studies in leadership and management at the University of Phoenix and carries the title ABD, which stands for All But Dissertation. She's a lifelong learner. In St. Maarten, Mrs. Fleming Artson has worked across the spectrum of education as a teacher, principal, executive director of the Methodist schools, and the University of St. Maarten president. She was the chairperson of the St. Maarten Academy School Board, a trainer, policy writer. She has written articles on leadership in the Daily Herald, and she's now a retiree and operates as a consultant for education and leadership. She's an instructor at the University of St. Maarten, where she teaches education and business courses. Mrs. Fleming Artson is a Rotarian and enjoys service above self. She believes in providing humanitarian service to others. In addition, she is the vice president of the Helping Hands Foundation, ensuring that the seniors are well taken care of. Just at the beginning of the year 2024, she was nominated the godmother of the Management School of French St. Maarten. Since August 2024, she joined the Charlotte Brookson Academy for the Performing Arts and hopes to share her expertise in leadership, education, and finance as its treasurer. Mrs. Fleming Artson works with various institutions as a consultant in education and leadership and is still a professor of Leadership and Education at the University of St. Maarten in the Bachelor of Arts program. At the moment, Josiane spends lots of time in Agrement, Marigot, at the 52-year-old family business created by her parents, building the business for the 21st century, bringing into focus innovative ideas and ensuring the best service. Mrs. Fleming Artson believes that the key to life is always moving, always creating, always learning, and always being grateful to the Almighty. Ladies and gentlemen, my teacher, your teacher, all of we teacher, please welcome Mrs. Josiane Artson Fleming.
Yeah. I want to add that while there was this amazing emphasis on her scholarly achievements, I am, he is, There's a lot of children who have benefited for her love of arts and culture, creating the platform for us to be Children Book Week, song festivals, you name it, musicals, theater. Her contribution to this is creating the infrastructure, the platforms for people like us to exist, for arts and culture to flourish on this fabulous island of ours. And your award reads as follows, because within the SAGE Award, we have one more award, and it's called the Camille Bailey Award, named after Camille Bailey, who himself was instrumental in creating the platform for culture to happen on St. Maarten. Camille Bailey Visionary of Cultural Legacy Award at the award ceremony of December 13, 2024. The SAGE Cultural Award is the Government of St. Maarten's signature award for the highest in cultural and artistic achievements as approved by the Government of St. Maarten through the Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sport. The Camille Bailey Award 2024 within the SAGE Cultural Award embodies a pioneering spirit, scholastic achievement, cultural vanguard in the spirit of the griot. The Camille Bailey Award is presented to you as a recognition and celebration of the broad scope of work as a Renaissance woman through your role as an educator, cultural activist, brilliant scholar, lyricist, humanitarian and philanthropy through a body of work with an intergenerational community of students. The Camille Bailey Award through the SAGE Cultural Award recognizes your incalculable lifetime dedication and commitment to the development, safeguarding and promotion of our St. Maarten culture, our heritage, and our legacy. Your stellar work as an artist, cultural worker, knowledge bearer, cultural practitioner, storyteller, personifies the best through the artistry of our best lived life, experienced through a myriad of artistic disciplines and cultural practices. Through your dedication, you have ensured that we story lives on, ensuring a continuity and celebration of our unique cultural traditions, exemplary artistic creations. Please receive this award on behalf of the government of St. Maarten. I will allow Mr. Bobo to do the honor of draping you, and then you can read your fantastic.
I have to do this before you say something. 51 years ago, right here on this stage, you taught us, a group of students, a song. You always said to us, believe in yourself. Whatever you do, believe in yourself. And this is the song you taught us. Can I have the music? I just want to sing a little bit for you. My voice is a little under the weather, so forgive me if it cracks. I like that. Bring it up a little bit. I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. I believe that somewhere in the darkest night, a candle glows. I believe for everyone who goes astray, someone will come to show the way. I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe above the storm, the smallest prayer can still be heard. I believe that someone in the great somewhere, every word. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, a touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know I believe. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, a touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know I believe. teach.
Thank you. And thank you for staying. Because I was sitting there and thinking, by the time they call my name, there would be no one in the room. So I want to really thank you for staying. And I want to say a little bit about King Bobo, because we would think, where did he get that name from? Well, we used to, Louis Laveis, I'm forgetting too, you know. We used to have a play on this very stage. It began right here, 51 years ago. And the play was named King Bobo. Big business, yes. And the star in the show was Bobo. And then when he started to sing Calypso, he refined it to Bobo. So it's B-E-A-U instead of B-O-B-O. So that was great. And Bobo has become such a great young man. Every time he was making up his mind to get married, he would come to me and bring me the girl and ask me, Yafi, you think she good? Think she good enough? Anyway, he married the one, huh? That's right. He did marry her. And Clara. Oh, Clara. We have two gems here. Clara is amazing. I want to tell the cultural department that you have a gem in your house. And when I met Clara, it was on a ball field. I was taking some students there because I think we didn't have a gym. And that was a long time ago too. And she was speaking German. And I walked over to her because I could speak a little German myself. I walked over to her and, you know, started questioning her. And then she told me that her father was from Switzerland. And that's why they all spoke German, her sisters and herself. I thought that was amazing. But when we started the Lollipops, Anastasia and myself, everybody knows the Lollipops. Clara became our star in singing. So anytime we had a song, Clara was put on stage. Clara was put on stage, and she made it wonderful. But I want you to know that you made me too. Okay. Because it doesn't go one way. You know? Because of all you, we are now getting the blessings. You know? So, I'll stop a little bit. You have it the wrong way. Take it back off. No, don't take off my head. Nah. Yes. So the word goes in front. Oh, yes. Sorry. Okay. Apologize for that. And then we have one more award you're going to give her. Ooh. Who's going to carry that? Ooh. Yeah. So this is a hand-painted award by an artist. Her exhibition is going on right now at the Axum Art Cafe. And as you know, it embodies the sage flower, which represents wisdom, reverence, legacy, and it's also our iconic image and our national symbol. So this is a one-of-a-kind piece. Well, this is the third one now. But each one, but they're all unique, because they're always made fresh, and they're all freshly painted, and this one was just completed in honor of this event tonight. So this is the Camille Bailey Award, named after our Camille Bailey, also a great icon in culture and heritage and preservation. So here you go. Now we'll take it from you so you can say your thank you. I see you have a little, you good? So I was saying that we have two gems here. And I do believe that we have to start thinking about investing in our culture, our people who have culture in them. You have to invest in them. Mr. Bobo, for me, he could have been an international star. I know. But the one that brings money in the pocket, you know, the big ones, I do believe that he could be, but we need the support. I also believe that we need a bigger theater. We need a state-of-the-art theater. But I'm not going to give up the cultural center because this is so beautiful for acting, the actors. This is really a nice place for that. But we need more than that. So distinguished guests, and I have my children in the back, my dear children. I have my friends here and my neighbor. I am really humbled tonight and honored to accept this prestigious Sage Cultural Award. I want you to know that this moment is not just a personal milestone. It is a culmination of years of hard work, relentless dedication, and an unwavering belief in the pursuit of excellence. I am here because of the countless individuals who have shaped my journey, the mentors who guided me, the colleagues who supported me, and the family who stood by me every step of the way. This moment is also a testament to the power of collaboration, of passion, and perseverance. It symbolizes not only what one can achieve with determination, but also what we can accomplish together as a community. As I accept this honor, I am aware that no achievement is an island. This is not just my success, but a shared victory for everyone who has been part of this incredible journey. There are many unsung heroes among us, and you are the backbone of every project and the spirit behind our success. Your dedication, your creativity, and spirit of collaboration have only made our work outstanding, but have also made every challenge a joy to overcome. To my lovely family, my children, your love, support, and unwavering belief in me have been my anchor and my guiding light. I am happy that we are a great family, and we can collaborate, disagree, and at the end of the day, our love stands strong. I am filled with a sense of profound gratitude and reflection. My journey has been a path marked by persistence, learning, and in constant pursuit of improvement. This is a moment of immense pride and joy. It is a recognition of a vision that dared to look beyond the conventional, to innovate and to redefine what is possible. I am so incredibly grateful to be surrounded by visionaries, thinkers, and creators who share a commitment to excellence and innovation. I say thank you. Thank you, Department of Education, and particularly thank you, Clara Reyes, the Director of Culture, whose creativity and love for culture and heritage is unending. Thank you to the Governor, Prime Minister who was here. Also thank you to the Minister of Education for supporting the culture of this nation, and we look forward that the promises of building a state-of-the-art cultural center will never go on the back burner. May God bless us all, and may we never grow weary supporting our artists in every form. Thank you for being here, and thank you for honoring me.
Thank you, Yuffie. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our final presentation, and I'm asking all the artists to come to stage to take their final bow, to take a group picture. Oh yeah, Giuffre, you have to go first. Yes, Giuffre. Will all the children from Miss Josie please come to the stage? She's asking for all her children to be in the picture with her. So, Clan of Fleming, Artsons, the center stage is yours. Giuffre, come center. In the meantime, we ask that all of the other awardees be on standby. Okay. Come, Juffrouw, come center. Okay, let them come down. We're just going to create space for the photographer to take the picture of Ms. Fleming. Selection committee also come to the stage for this last picture. Minister of ECYS. Okay. And for those of you who are leaving us, we thank you all for being part of our evening tonight and sharing in these accolades of our cultural. Mr. Jojo, you can go home. You have to take a picture with them too. Come on this side. Okay, family Fleming, please come to the stage. I kept trying to